This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, Don't mistake the new me for the old me. They can't stop me now, I'm with the home team. No beginner, I'm a winner. Took a couple losses, now I'm cooking, let me simmer. Yeah, tunnel vision, all I see is win, 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 win. This my city section where you been. We move faster alone, but go further together. We can weather any weather forever. A dream team, I done seen things. Confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team out here celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, One, two. Forget the things you probably thought you knew. A new day is approaching, turn the gray skies into blue. I grew up on these same blocks, school of hard knocks. Had to get it on a hard time, took the hard shots, but we made it. Anticipated, highly decorated. The whole team is winning, celebrated. The victory is all mine, and everything is alright. And you know how to see things, confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some tribulations, now me and the team out here celebrating, yeah.
Bro, they seriously calling me during this intro, bro? Come on now. This is where we come from. Let's go.
Now the whole team celebrating. We like,
Oh, yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, hold on. We back, baby. We are back. How's everybody doing today? Uh-oh, the date's wrong. We got to change the date. What's up? What's up? Give me a second. Let me do this real quick. Okay. All right. I think that's good. First and foremost, welcome to Detroit Lions Weekly. This was totally impromptu. I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, Derek, when are you coming back, bro? When are you coming? Is it training camp? Is it? And I'm so excited. So I decided the eve of training camp, of the rookies reporting to training camp, I had to show up. Now let me pop the chat out real quick. Today is a big day. We got mad news, man. That's why I had to start off the show with the Lecrae, man. This is where we come from. Okay, let me figure out. It's been a minute, though. I'm trying to figure out how to work the system because it's been a minute. All right, let me shout everybody out in the chat. What's up, NFL Pro Edits, Detroit Productions. Braylon, what's up, B? What is that? Yan, I don't even know. Kirk, what's up? Mr. Robot, yo. Watching Receiver on Netflix has me so ready for football to start back up. Hey, Mr. Robot, what episode are you on, my brother? Alan in the building. What's up, Alan? Papa D's. What's up? Luke Gino says, I want to help support this community, so it's relieving seeing a fan have options and not some guy who thinks he's in the locker room. Luke, I have no clue who you would be talking about, my friend. What's going on, Aaron, big dog? What's up? David is in the building. Al, we back. Josh in his bag, we back. Sean, we are back. Yeah, we are back, okay? And I got some big news. Let me just start off with your boy was on receiver, okay? You seen the video. I was on receiver with the blue beard, so shout out to NFL Films. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I can tell you exactly where I show up for 0.3 seconds, okay? Or if you want to be surprised by yourself, you can see it for yourself. That's the first order of business. Rick in the building. What's up, Rick? Alan W. says that Hutch stuff was scary last night. I was thinking the season was over for a minute. Hey, we going to talk about that. JK in the building says, what up, doe? What's up? What's up? One's in the building. Zeke is in the building as well. Just finished the show. It's amazing. You know what, Luke? I am now ready to watch episode 8. I couldn't watch it. I did do the reaction to the game for the first time in 7 months. I watched the highlights to the game. And you know what? I wasn't as mad as I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be mad, and I did have like a little outburst. Y'all not going to be able to see it, though, because the NFL was tripping, and they blocked the whole stream. But I took it a lot better than I thought. And it was some stuff that I got to see from the broadcast that I did not see from the stadium. Now, I will tell you this, okay? There's a coincidence, a common denominator in all 3 brutal losses of the season. Okay, you know what they are? Greg Olsen and the other guy, okay? Every game that they did for us this season, last season, we lost. We lost the Seattle game. They were the commentators. We lost the Ravens game. They were the commentators. We lost the San Francisco 49er game. They were the commentaries. Listen, I didn't even know this until yesterday. I have not watched a single highlight, so I didn't know that they were the commentators. And check this out. Every game that Mike Tirico and Chris Collingsworth did, we won. They did game 1. We won. They did the LA Rams game. We won. They did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playoff game. We won. So give me Chris Collingsworth and Mike Tirico any day. Okay. Now, Tom Brady is replacing Greg Olsen. Maybe we can start over. All right. So I just thought about that last night. Kid Rapper, what's up? What's up? Okay. So Detroit Production says, what exactly happened with Hutch? Okay. So yesterday, Kirby Joseph puts out a Instagram post that says 97 and it has a blue heart by it. The internet starts to freak out. Later on in the day, he puts out a crying picture of Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Everybody's freaking out. The internet is ablaze. People are contacting me. Do you know what happened to Hutch? I'm like, I wish I did. So now I'm freaking out because I'm like, what are you talking about? What happened to Hutch? Our season is over. So now everybody is freaking out, investigative mode. I don't know if it was Speakeasy or Spin Mode from Woodward Sports, but somebody got to the bottom of it. And what wound up happening is 3 years ago, on the 16th of July, Bobby Roundtree, I think his name was, a teammate of Kirby Joseph and the fighting, I just had it. Illini, I think that's it. Illini, right? His teammate died. His teammate died 3 years ago on Tuesday. Last Tuesday, 3 years ago, was the anniversary. And that is what the 97, he wore 97. And that's what, and you know what, man? I started thinking about it. I said, listen, the internet is a crazy place because it can turn people, listen, don't put it in the chat, but there is a person that became famous over the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And yes, she is right in that 15 minutes of fame. All of that stuff. So the internet is a scary place. It can turn nobody into somebody, and it can also mislead you. All right. So be careful. Somebody I used to talk to, he used to say, he probably still says it. He says, don't be no chump. Please do your research. Stuck with me all these years, and that's a classic line. All right. So let me do this right now. All right. There's been big things happening since I've been gone. I have mad affiliate links in the description, okay? But one of my proudest moments happened today, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys what it is. I was going to go live before this information, but I was waiting on this information to come out. If you guys live local in the Detroit area, or you know what, you're out of town and you want to get some Lions gear, you may have heard of this place. It is called Fanatic You. They have 3 locations. One is directly across from Ford Field. One is in Garden City on Ford Road, and one is in Southgate on Eureka. I am going to be doing shows from their stores. I'm going to be doing shows from the store in Detroit. I'm going to be doing shows from the store in Southgate, and I'm going to be doing shows from the store in Garden City. And we've got some things planned already. But if you are local to the city and you go into Fanatic You, I would assume it's probably Ford Road. If you get to the Ford Road location. So if you're close and you tell them, you use the words Lions Syndicate, okay? You will get 20% off of your apparel, your Lions apparel, today and tomorrow. You got to get in there today or tomorrow. Or you can get 10% off of the knick-knacky stuff. Maybe a bobblehead. I'm not sure. All right. But you just got to mention the words Lions Syndicate. Listen, you miss 100 shots of the shots you don't take, right? However you say that. Shot my shot. Now we in a partnership together. All right. Fanatic You. Hit Garden City today if you're close. Tell them Lions Syndicate. Get your 20% off. You have tomorrow to do that as well. We will be doing pregame shows from some of the stores during some of the games. Okay. And our first one is going to be in a week. We're going to do a pre-training camp show the Friday before the first day of training camp. So that is a week from tomorrow. So if you're a local, come say hi to your boy, man, and get a special deal while you're there as well. So appreciate y'all, man. You are right. At least we don't have to worry about Olsen. I just need to get over it and watch. Mr. Robot, you know what, man? It's not as bad as you think. You know how they say time heals everything? It really does. I mean, I'm not over it, but I was able to get through it a lot better than I thought. Rocked On Lions assured me that the Hutch rumors were false. They were, 100%. Google Bobby Roundtree, y'all. Yes. I need some new gear. Well, ones, if you're local, man, hit your boy up. Braylon says, congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Josh says, congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fanatic You, but if you're a local, they got a store directly across Ford Field. We just got to get the logistics as to when I'll be at the store. But the idea is to do a pregame show, take the tailgate shows on the road, and we do a pregame show from the store, and you guys get an exclusive discount while I'm at the store. So, you know, I'm going to say this, man. Remember to be yourself. Like, you got to remember to be who you are. The internet can change you. It can make you somebody different. You know, you get a little taste of fame. Maybe you think you're somebody, right? I don't think that. Okay. I've always wanted to talk Detroit Lions for the past 5 years, and you guys allow me to do just that. My next goal is for the Lions to invite me to do something, but not for me, for you guys. Like, I want to do a bunch of stuff for the fans. That's what I want to do. Hopefully the Lions will eventually see me and you know, invite not just me, but multiple creators as well. That would be fantastic. So Lions, if you're watching this, man, if somebody from the PR department see this, holla at your boys, man. We deserve it. We really do. I mean, a little session, maybe we can get a little training camp spot like YouTubers, you know, influencers, or we could just be like Detroit Lions content creators, whoever, man, me, Dose of Neon, everybody else who can get there. Like, I don't care who you are. Everybody else, man, we get there and we rock out because we all got the same goal and we want to see it happen. So shout out to you guys. We usually win games on Fox Network. Sunday night in Detroit, Michigan couldn't come soon enough. Man, I'm so ready for this season. What's up, Andrew? Appreciate the members. Appreciate all my members as well. Lions Livewire. What's up? What's up? The Lions know you're out there. You already made it into Netflix. You know what, Golden? And that's the thing, man. It just like, I don't want nothing from them, bro. I don't want any revenue, nothing. It would be nice because I could do things for y'all. That is what I want to do. Speaking of doing things for y'all, Uno's contacted me and they want to try again. They want to try again. I think we should give them a second chance. They are really nice people, really nice establishment. It's not their fault the Lions lose. You know what? Let's not blame Uno's. Let's blame Greg Olsen and my mans, okay? Let's put the blame on them. Uno's is fantastic. Let's give Uno's another shot this year. With that being said, we are putting together a meet and greet on Saturday night. And here's the deal. Saturday night, September 7th, we're putting together a meet and greet the day before the Lions home opener against Stafford and the Rams. We are going to be at Fanatic You in Garden City, probably. I don't know if it's Garden City or Detroit, earlier that morning. Then we'll swing by Uno's and have a meet and greet there, okay? So big things happening for the Syndicate, man. I'm very proud and honored that you guys have put me in this position, man. I appreciate you. Golden says, no, hey, listen. We got to give him another shot, bro. But let's put it on Greg Olsen because we won at Uno's for, okay, here we go. All right. We were not at Uno's for the NFC title game, but you know who was commentating? Greg Olsen and my man's. I don't know. What's my man's name? So let's put it on it. Is it really Uno's or is it Greg? I mean, you know, let's put it on Greg, bro. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started with some Detroit Lions topics today. I didn't have anything pulled up. I saw some stuff about Jamison Williams. I saw some stuff from Brad Behrman about guys that could be traded. We can talk about that, or you can put questions in the comment section and we can talk about that as well. Do not go to Uno's for any Lions game. I want to go to Uno's this time. If we lose the next game at Uno's, then you got to call it quits. You know what, Alan? I'm hoping we don't. Because Uno's do not deserve what the Lions have done. I mean, they got blew back by the Ravens, and then we got cheated with Seattle. So I mean, listen, y'all superstitious. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But I feel bad because they're really nice people. Great. They took a chance on me when I went to a sports bar. If you guys are in Northfield, 6 Mile and Haggerty, I'll put it out there. All right, 6 Mile and Haggerty, there's a new sports bar over there. I went in, I shot my shot. Guy told me, okay, well, I can't make those decisions. Go to the website and fill it out. I'm like, all right, cool. I come home, I fill out the web questionnaire thing, no response, no nothing. Ghosts, right? I'm like, all right, see, I could have brought you some business. But shout out to Fanatic You, shout out to Uno's, shout out to everybody that takes a chance on me, because I will not let you down. So appreciate everybody that came out to Uno's, man. We don't have an Uno's here in Florida. Lamar Wilson, indeed, it's a new season. Do it. You know what, JK? That's what I'm thinking. I'm saying let's start over. Let's give them a new, let's start fresh, man. Lots of pyro. What's up, big dog? Says, what's up, Lions Syndicate? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. The post-game show after the Ravens game was legendary. Bro, Alan, I was mad. So if you guys got any questions, put them in the comment section. Anything you want to ask me about what's coming up this season, or anything about the Lions roster. I will say this. I think there's a few things that I'm going to be looking for in training camp. I'm going to be looking to see what Marcus Davenport can do. James Houston. How good is this defensive line going to be, right? Specifically during the joint practice that we have. When we have that joint practice, I want to see these guys. I want to see if they can get to the quarterback. Now, obviously, you can't touch the guy, but I want to see how much different our defensive line is going to be. Then you have to think about this, right? So last year, the starters didn't play during the preseason on either side of the ball. So now I truly believe that the people that came in new, the Marcus Davenports, even James Houston. I know y'all going to be mad. Maybe y'all disagree. I think James Houston needs to play. I think Matthew Betts needs to be out there. I'm sure we'll see him. Marcus Davenport, James Houston. If you're on the line and your name is not Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson, you need to be out there. That's it, right? I do believe that our secondary is going to be more improved. But one thing that has to change. We have to get to the quarterback. There's no if, ands, or buts. You go back and you watch the highlights for the San Francisco game. Brock Purdy was looking like Lamar Jackson. No reason for that. Then you had Kendall Vilder out there trying to guard Brandon Ayuk. It was a disaster. It really was. So this year, things have to change. Should the Lions trade for Matthew Judon? They absolutely should. There's no doubt about it. 100%. Who's the joint practice with? That's a good question. Steelers. It is, because it's here. So I think the joint practice is with the Steelers. What's up, the great one, Mike? What's up? Can you play outside of Uno's? No, John, you cannot. It's the Giants. Okay, it's the Giants. Okay, so that's the early game. Okay, so it is the Giants that we have to join. So that means we'll see it early. And if you plan to go to the preseason, I feel sorry for you, unless you are a season ticket holder. I had to tell my kids last night that we couldn't go. I had to tell my kids that we could not go. Okay, my son's brother, I call him my son as well. They were disappointed. They was like, why? I was like, because it'll cost $100. $100? I said, yeah, per person. So they were disappointed. But, are you going to be live at training camp? Andrew, I wish. Now, I'll tell you how outside the box Fanatic You was thinking. They're like, yo, how about you get to Allen Park? You go and live at Allen Park. I said, I don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? On private property or whatever. But I'm not going to be live, but I do plan to be there at least 2 days. The 29th and the 31st. Thankfully, you wonderful people sent me some tickets, so I can go those 2 days. But listen to this. Not only was it, if you thought you were a non-season ticket holder and you were getting tickets, think again, right? I talked to season ticket holders, and some of them didn't even get season training camp tickets. Some of them were 3,000 in line. It was insane. It was insane. John Doe says Aaron Glenn got it locked. Okay. If you know a veteran, they can get free tickets. August, I did not know that. That's fantastic. Hopefully some vets can go. Detroit says, I'm really excited for Terrion Arnold this season. I'm hoping Carlton Davis bounces back after his down year last year. Well, he's on a 1-year deal, bro. He needs to bounce back because who would replace him? Who would replace if Carlton Davis is less than stellar? Who's going to replace him? Really? We need a bigger stadium, says Chris. Hey, Chris, it's not even, so training camp holds about 4,000 to 5,000 people. They've got a giant, the first field is where all the bleachers at. They usually put the first team over there. And then they'll have like, a lot of times the offense is over there. So like the offense, the first team offense will be over there. And then they'll put, last year, the defense was on the other side. Terrell Williams is going to be the difference. You know, I can't wait to see him either. Aaron Glenn going to prove you wrong this year. Josh, I hope so. I hope so. What does that mean? Prove me wrong? He don't have to prove me wrong. He just got to do better. He got to do what he got to do. Antoine Green has been taking first reps all offseason. Could he be wide receiver? Okay, Alan, let me ask you a question. Where have you heard that at? Where have you heard that Antoine Green was taking first team reps? Because I don't remember specifically seeing that. Says, and not just football, any sporting event, concert. That's awesome, man. Nate, what's up, big dog? What is up, man? I just got finished selling Nate. I don't know if you're local. Fanatic You. I got a partnership with them. I will be live streaming from their store pregame several times during the season. The first time being on training camp eve, which is next Friday. They wanted me in there immediately. And if you're local, Nate, what you are, I don't know how far you are from Ford Field or the Garden City store, because I don't know if they told their other stores about it. But if you go in there and tell them use Lion Syndicate, you can get 20% off your apparel, bro. So if you want a jersey, I went today and I was kind of irritated, right? So they of tent sale out there right now, and I'm walking through. I'm saying what's up to the folks out there, and they got about 100 NFC championship shirts, like Lions versus Niners. And I was like, where were these shirts at when I was on my way to San Francisco? And apparently they were downtown at the downtown store. But now they're like $5. I'm like, bro, I might have to go get me a couple of them joints. What's up, HH? What's good, bro? 45 minutes. Okay. Dang, that's kind of far, bro. I heard Eddie Jackson is visiting the Ravens and most likely won't leave without a deal. Another safety off the table. Well, Lions, that leaves two more, man. Which one y'all taking? Quandre Diggs or Justin Simmons? FCC says, or FFC says, you think DPJ can step up for us? He played for a bad team before, but now has golf. Okay, Golden. Were the Browns bad? Really? He had one of his best years in Cleveland. So I know what he can do. The question is, will he? I have all the confidence that he can be that guy he was in Cleveland. But here's the thing, though. How often will he be targeted? Josh Reynolds only has 64 targets. DPJ had 7. I mean, he caught 5 balls, right? So where do you think DPJ is gonna nestle in at? And don't forget about Khalif Raymond, who I think Khalif might be more of a factor than DPJ. That's just my honest opinion. I think we missed him tremendously in the playoffs. DPJ was fine for his role last year. Really would like to see Antoine Green step up big. Okay, let me ask you, what's up, man? Appreciate the new member. Hey, appreciate you, man. We got Papa D's is a new member. Welcome to the squad, bro. Thank you. What do you think Simmons or Gilmore? Why do you think Simmons or Gilmore haven't been signed? Is money an issue? Okay, Alan, according to an NFL article, Justin Simmons is kind of waiting on the right situation to present itself. And I think he's kind of really soaking up the offseason because he really hasn't had this type of time before. He was with Denver and it was go. He wants to make, he kind of wishes he was, but he's also using his time. So could it be money? It could be. I mean, why else would Justin Simmons not be signed? One of the best safeties in the league. Not signed. I don't know. Okay, Simmons. Betts has a motor just like Hutch. He does. He does. If Matthew Betts can channel his inner Aiden Hutchinson, that's a win. If he can do a smidget, he got 18 sacks in the CFL. If he can do a third of that, that's 6.5. You know what I mean? 6.5, 6.5. I'll take that. Last year, he would have been second on our team in sacks. So I'm all for a diamond in the rough, a Matthew Betts, destroying offensive linemen. I'm perfectly fine with that. I want to see that. But I also wouldn't mind a Yannick Ngakoue. I would not mind trading for Matthew Judon. This is our year. This is our year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, man. We made it to the NFC title game. This is our year. It's time. The 49ers are kind of, they're a little shaky, right? Why not capitalize on this? Not saying Brandon Ayuk is not going to give his all, but hey, they got some turmoil over there, man. They got to play. I would not be surprised if Brandon Ayuk winds up traded. If the right deal comes, they will trade him. What do you think about Randall Cobb officially retiring? Does that make Green Bay an easier team? Or, okay, so Pyro, first of all, appreciate you. Randall Cobb did not retire. It was actually that tweet was taken back. Mike Garafolo cleaned it up and said he did not officially retire, and Randall Cobb was on the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. But as far as Green Bay, I think Green Bay is going to be a problem. I think they are going to be a problem in the division, and we need to be ready for them. We cannot let them get to golf like they did last year. In the middle of baseball season, especially dealing with the Tigers, possibly trading, but I can handle all 4 teams. What's up, Mr. Barber says, do we really need another safety because isn't Brian Branch playing safety this year? I don't think he's playing safety this year. I don't think so. I mean, he can play both. I don't think he plays safety like that. I mean, he could. Allen says, I think if Betts can get 5 sacks, it's a win. He's not a starter. I agree. I wouldn't mind with that. Judon would be a nice addition, absolutely. If Marcus Davenport stays healthy, I think our pass rush will be decent. You know what, bro? Perhaps, right? He's coming off a 4-sack season. Didn't finish. I don't know. Let me ask you all this, though. Are we concerned about DJ Reader? It's a legit question. He's probably going to miss the entire training camp. No starter is going to play during the preseason. I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be the only concern that I would have is he's had the same injury twice. I don't know if it's been the same leg, but he's had the same injury twice. I want to say it was like a year in between. That could be an issue, but with him not participating in training camp or in the preseason, he's got another 2 months, 6 weeks or so to heal and get right. He needs to be out there game 1. But are we concerned about DJ Reader at all? What's up, Jorge? What's up, bro? Shout out to Jorge, man. Saw him at Audi. What's up, bro? Appreciate you, my man. No Love is going to be is going to have a ton of picks this year. Why y'all think he gonna do that? I think Branch is going to be at safety. It makes complete sense, but we'll see. Okay, so that means that nickel will be Rakestraw or what? Okay, so what if we put who do you predict to be our starting safeties? Dan Campbell said the defense, like the secondary, we don't know who's starting. Of course, training camp has to play out. If you had to predict our starting secondary, who would you predict? Coyote says, I am concerned about Reader, but I don't think Holmes would have signed him if he wasn't ready for week 1. That's a legit point. That's a fair point. Between James Houston, Marcus Davenport, and Matthew Betts, heck, even Josh Pasco, one of those guys can finally be that second edge we need to get with Hutch. Okay? All right? I'm about to shock y'all. Only one out that bunch I trust, and he ain't taking a snap for our team, is Matthew Betts. I don't trust James Houston, Marcus Davenport, or Josh Pascal. Either one of them. What's up, Dylan? What's up, big dog? Dylan, I know you're local, my man. All right? I started off the stream by letting all these folks know, and I probably will say this quite a big guy, so be ready for it. I got a partnership with Fanatic You. If you decide that you want to make a purchase in their store, either today or tomorrow, you can get 20% off your Lions apparel. All right. You got to just tell them Lion Syndicate. Use Lion Syndicate at checkout. You can get today and tomorrow, you can get 10% off of non-apparel items. Detroit Lions, that is. Okay, Rickstraw, Roberts, Branch, and Ifty starting. Oh, I forgot about Amik. I think Iffy will come out of training camp with the position blue collar mode. It's crazy how he came out of nowhere. Okay, so CJ Moore is not a cover safety. He would not see CJ Moore about to be out there, guys. Like, you can't just take CJ Moore and crop him out and put him on special teams. He's not going to be in coverage. I don't know. How many times do you think you've seen CJ Moore in coverage? Lions fan Syndicate, been a long time, my man. What's up, bro? With the dono says, how much playing time do you think Ennis Rakestraw Jr. and Iffy Melifon will get? Okay. Great question. It all depends really on who starts. We assume Kirby Joseph is going to start. So here's what I'm thinking. Do the Lions think that they have their starters on the team between those guys? Kirby, probably, right? Is Iffy a starter, though? He was starting, I believe, at the end of the season, but that was due to C.J. Gardner-Johnson being out. So I think training camp. I think that's why Dan Campbell said, yo, we don't know who the starters are going to be. We can't tell you right now. I'm still going to give Houston a shot. He'll definitely play in the preseason, so I guess we'll see if he's still the same guy from 2022. You know what, MSU? Here's the crazy thing. James Houston, he really wasn't a factor, though, right? In the 2023 preseason. He really wasn't. So at least I don't remember him being a factor. I don't know. What's up, Andrew? Says, hey, everyone. It's crazy to think football is around the corner. Where did the time go? Andrew, isn't it exciting that we can say that? Usually football offseason is long. It is super long. This year has flown by. Like, I'm trying not to rush the summer because my kid will be going to high school. We got 6 more weeks of summer vacation. And I'm just trying to think like, yo, I'll get to see a Lions preseason game, all of them, as a matter of fact, before he goes back to school. So I think that is super cool, man. Just like, it's crazy. Like, training camp is Saturday, and then in like 2 weeks is the first preseason game. That's insane. Branch has to play safety. Shanahan called plays to specifically get Branch off the field in the NFC title game. Can't let that happen again. Kirby in the back, Davis on the right, Robinson on the left, Branch up front. Okay, so y'all think we good at safety. Let me ask you this. Where's our veteran leadership? And does that matter? Iffy, outside of CJ Moore, which, no disrespect to CJ Moore, but are you really going to be like, yo, let's look up to CJ Moore. He just got back from a gambling suspension. Can we really put him in charge? I mean, I'm just saying, could we really put him in charge? What's up? Geo Lion 74 with the dono says, hello, I just wanted to say I appreciate you and your coverage. Been a fan since 86. As a fan, I don't know how to respond to all the Lions fans I see popping up in Southern Oklahoma. Well, first of all, bro, appreciate the support. It's a big deal. And thank you for repping us out of state. I love to see Lions fans out of state. And yeah, the bandwagon's filling up. It's filling up real fast. Braylon with the 2-month celebration says, are you going live for the preseason games? I am. I will be live for all preseason games. So here's the schedule for this season. Live, since I can't unfortunately go to a preseason game, we will be live only on this channel for all 3 preseason games. The plan is to go to 6 Detroit Lions games, stream the other 8, and then have 3 watch parties. All of that stuff has to be decided. Which 3 we do. Obviously, they need to win the next Uno's watch party. They really do, man. I mean, Uno's got a real bad rap only because of Kirk, or whatever his name is, whoever the announcer is. So, yes, Braylon, we will. Do you think Antoine Green can win a starting role in this offense? Lions fan Syndicate. I don't know. What y'all think? I looked at the receivers yesterday. I made a video about it. If you look at the current receivers on the roster, yes, he could be 5 or 6. You got Maurice Alexander, Jayden Davis or Caden Davis. You've got some guys that might be fighting for number 6, maybe. But I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, this is a guy that we didn't really see. You know who was making all the noise last year in preseason? Chase Cota, Dylan Drummond. Those guys were making noise. Antoine Green was not. So this is what I be trying to ask y'all. Why do you think Antoine Green, what makes you think Antoine Green, who was getting outplayed by Chase Cota and Dylan Drummond, is going to make a jump this year? Right now, he did make the team, I believe, right? Only my opinion is because he was the actual draft pick. So the Detroit Lions chose to cut the UDFAs, which were Dylan and Chase, to keep their draft pick. That's just my thought. So what he was getting outplayed by those guys. Why do you think he's going to just all of a sudden ball out this year? Braylon says, I plan on, what's up, Will? I plan on going to Indianapolis. I plan to be there as well. I want Chase Cota back. Last I heard, he was in Kansas City. I don't even know if he's in the league right now. What do you think about Juju Smith-Schuster? No. Nope. TK85, yeah. TK85 is just going to be 85. Okay. Antoine Green caught the ball in 4 people covering him and took it 70 yards in the preseason. I think he would be the wide receiver. William, that would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. I'm not going to fight that if he can. I'm not going to fight that at all. If we're not picking up Juju, he needs to be available, and I mean not. What's up, Will? If anyone wants to go to Dallas, I'm going and I'm getting free tickets. Well, August, what do we, because you a vet? Is that why? But yeah, I plan to go to Dallas. My 6 games are planned, allegedly, hopefully. Green Bay, if it's not too cold. So I can drive to Green Bay. I can drive to Indianapolis. And I can drive to, and then Ford Field. I'm only going to 1 game at Ford Field. That's it. And then flying to Dallas, Houston, and San Francisco. My guys already got the Airbnb locked. They bought our tickets already. I mean, we got our tickets already. The rental car, like, we are ready to go. So I just got to get everything else locked down. I think Antoine Green has an opportunity to show himself as a starting caliber wide receiver in the NFL. I agree. I think Antoine Green, he has potential. But here's the thing. He was a 7th round pick. Now, Amon-Ra St. Brown was a 4th round pick, but he was a 7th round pick. For reference, Quintez Cephas was taken in the 5th round, right? Now, it was a different regime. I think that was still Matt Patricia, but the guy went in the 7th round. So I'm not too sure that he's just going to come out and be a monster. Now, he can be. We've seen UDFA people, Danny Amendola, with his time with the Patriots. Julian Edelman, I think, is another undrafted case. So there's undrafted folks who are studs. There's no doubt about it. But I have to see something from Antoine Green in the NFL for me to feel like he can be wide receiver number 3 or 4, or I don't know, not on the roster. I just got to see it. Braylon with the dono says, you plan on going to Indianapolis? If so, want a carpool? I'm not sure yet, B. I'm going to try to. I know Wifey was talking about she wants to go as well. Did we lose Isaiah Williams? What happened to him? Baller from Illinois. Okay, so here is what happened with. So Isaac Uncle, right, and Isaiah Williams were both drafted by the UFL. Isaiah got drafted by the Stallions, and Uncle got drafted by the Michigan Panthers. If they don't make the 53-man roster and are not on a practice squad, the rights to those individuals belong to the UFL. So they have to be on a practice squad or obviously a 53-man roster. It doesn't interfere. Them being drafted by the UFL does not interfere with the NFL, but if they don't make a team, if they are part of remember now, it's only like 1,800 players on the practice squad and the 53-man roster, right? So if they don't make the team in any capacity, they automatically belong to the UFL. Now, here's the thing. Is that after the season or is that during? So can the UFL, let's say the season starts and these guys are not on a team, do their rights at that point, where their rights belong to the NFL, to the UFL, can they pull them away and say, hey, you're not on a team, hang it up, we'll see you in March? That's the only thing I'm not sure of. Will says, Antoine Green needs to prove himself again in the preseason, and hopefully, for sure, we will see what he's actually capable of. I agree, Will. I agree. I have no problem with Antoine Green. We don't have, I don't know how big he is. I know DPJ is 6'2", 215-ish, 212. Antoine appears to have a bigger body type, so I wouldn't mind if he is a dog. I mean, we need that guy. We haven't really had that guy since Kenny Golladay. Which player are you most hoping for a breakout season other than Broderick Martin? Of course. Breakout season, Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams, no doubt. It is time. Breakout season, J-Mo. 100%. For J-Mo to have, let's have some fun. J-Mo had 350 yards last year, not including the postseason. What would you say is a breakout season for Jamison Williams? Is it double that? Is it triple that? Or what? But Jamison Williams is my breakout player. What's up, Xavier? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the membership. Jake Bates will be our place kicker. I agree. Do you think Jake Bates will win the starting job? I do, Detroit. I do. I think we keep 2 kickers this season. Andrew, not likely. One will be on the practice squad, but I don't even know if you can keep 2 kickers on your roster. It might be some type of rule against that. I don't know if I've ever seen that. One for sure, we're going to practice squad. I can already tell you, if Jake Bates goes on the practice squad, somebody's going to take him. Somebody will snatch him in a heartbeat. So he will, in my opinion, just because of that, unless he is horrific. If he's not worth the roster spot, then sure, he'll be put on the practice squad. But I think just because people know what this kid can do, I think he's automatically a commodity. Like the Lions, he would have to really suck for him to be put on the practice squad. Okay, so Josh, speaking of J-Mo, says over 700 yards. Derek, we still have a roster spot open that needs to be filled by training camp. I know Brad didn't cut Turner for no reason. It's a good question. Yannick Ngakoue, maybe? I don't know. I would love to see. Bring in somebody, bro. Bring in somebody. We got a lot of mystery men. Our whole pass rush, outside of the 3 I mentioned earlier, are mystery men. Come on, man. Which one is Pee Wee Herman? Okay, at least 750 yards and 3 or 5 touchdowns. I think he gets more than that. I think J-Mo has an 800-yard season. Jamison Williams, if he stays healthy, gets 800 or more yards. That's my prediction. Hey, glad to have you back, bro. 808. Rick, 80 catches, bro? 80 catches? There's no way. Okay, if he gets 80, how many is Sam Laporta getting? How many is Jahmyr Gibbs getting? There's no 80 catches, bro. Josh Reynolds has 64. And he played all 17 games. Okay, 80, that's a lot. That's a lot because of how we spread the ball around. But maybe we force feed him. I don't know. 80? What y'all think about that? Y'all think I like the touchdowns? Well, okay, so Amon-Ra got 10. What y'all think about that? 80, Rick says 80, 808 is wide receiver 2 numbers. 80 is a lot to me. But remember, Rick, he's probably going to be getting chunk plays. So he could get 60 catches and still get that 800. You know what I mean? So I would say J-Mo 50 catches. 50 catches. He got to at least get what Josh Reynolds got. At least. Okay, so Hassan Reddick doesn't like Philly. So Hassan Reddick is a New York Jet. He was traded to the New York Jets, and he still wants to be paid. I don't think they gave him a deal, and that's what the situation is with Hassan Reddick. So I don't think I think the only logical option that we have at a pass rusher trade is Matthew Judon. That's it. That's the only logical one I see. The guy is on the last year of his deal. He's affordable. He's 32, so he's not going to necessarily, like, Daniil Hunter's younger than him. So he's not going to necessarily break the bank. You know what I mean? We could sign him, 2-year deal, salary cap goes up, extend Hutchinson, and decide what to do with Aleem McNeil at the end of the year. What's up, Dirty Boy? Says, my man. What's up, man? Good to see you. Okay, so Papa D says 40. Okay, Will says 60. Josh says 60 to 70. I think J-Mo will have 800 receiving yards and 200 plus rushing yards. Allen, that'll be crazy. You know what I want to see? I want to see him return kicks. I would love to see that. Braylon says 65 catches for 825 yards and a touchdown for me. I think Sam Laporta leads the league in touchdowns for tight ends. I think you're right. I think he broke reception records, touchdown records. He was just breaking records all along. You know what, Xavier? I think there's no way if we cut Bates, somebody gonna be waiting to catch him in a little basket. I guarantee you that. Do you see Brad trading for Matthew Judon? I do. It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense, in my opinion. Think about this. Okay. We should make that a segment. I haven't done a segment in a while. Maybe I'll make a segment and put it on my other channel. I could see that. DPJ averaging 5 catches a game will be a reliable receiver. Laporta's always trolls the other teams. It's hilarious. I did not know that. At first, I wasn't too excited for the new kickoff, but I'm starting to like it more and more. You know what, Josh? I got to see it. I have to see it. So, why I think the Patriots might be ready. Okay, let's do this. Let me pin. I'm gonna make a segment. Brian made a segment in a second. Where is it at? Who asked the oh, there it is. Josh. I'm gonna pin it, bro, so I can go back to it and be able to look at it and know it's there. All right. Oh, you piece of, my button ain't working. Hold on. I gotta manually do it. What kind of stuff is this? All right, we live, man. We haven't been. I can't even talk. I say. We haven't. That's how long it's been since we've been live. We ain't been live in over 2 months for Detroit Lions Weekly, but we back today. And my man Josh in the comment section, he had a good question. We've been talking about this guy quite a bit. Matthew Judon. He says, "Do you see Brad trading for Matthew Judon?" And fandom aside, I say yes. The better question too is, or another question is, could New England be ready to part ways with him? I'm going to say I could see both. I think Brad, if the rumors are true that he wanted to trade for Daniil Hunter, but Daniil Hunter potentially vetoed that trade, it makes sense for him to trade for Judon. There's nobody else left. All of them are booked up. Every last one, whether it's a DT or DE, they're all booked up. Now, you got some guys, Carl Lawson still out there, Yannick Ngakoue, which I wouldn't be mad at either one of them just to help out the pass rush. But a longer-term deal. Yannick, it will be on like his 6th one-year deal. And I think 7th or 18th, he will be on his 6th team in 6 years or something like that. I still think we could use him, but that would be the free agent route. You got Lawson as well, right? But if we pulled the trigger on a guy like Judon, here's why I could see it happening. He's only going to be, his salary this year is very affordable for where the Lions are at. Now, he's going to want a deal, or well, you know what, we'll come back to that. Also, the New England Patriots, they could either tag him at the end of the year, they can let him walk, or they could try to get some type of capital for him. So I don't think they can hold him hostage capital-wise because they're in a rebuild. Lost their coach, new quarterback. They're in shambles over there, right? So why not get what you can for Matthew Judon instead of letting him walk away? Okay? Now, when it comes to the Lions, if you told me that you would give the proposal that I saw from A to Z Sports was a 2025 5th and a 2025 6th, I believe it was, or something like that, 2 picks in 2025 that were after the 3rd round, I'll take that all day and twice on Sunday. The thing about it is, here's where it could get kind of sticky. Salary cap is going up, right? But Jared Goff, he going to be on the books for a while, and it's going to get a little thick on the back end on them books, right? Matthew Judon, 32 years old. If we traded for him before the season started, we got him this year. Now, he does want a new deal. He's been very vocal about that, but he also plans to play. Like he's trying to get a deal done, very kind of like Hassan Reddick was before he was traded. And Hassan Reddick was another guy that was traded, right? I don't want to leave Philadelphia. I don't want to be traded, blah, blah, blah. You traded, right? So if Brad thinks we have a legitimate chance to win the Super Bowl and the pass rush is just not cutting it, yes, I see him trading for Matthew Judon. If he really did want Danielle Hunter, he trades for Matthew Judon. I would be ecstatic if he traded for Matthew Judon. Real talk. Because Matthew Judon, to me, brings something different than what we have. Hutch is a big dude. He stands up, he gets to the quarterback. He hand in the dirt, gets to the quarterback. Matthew Judon is shifty, he's quick. He played 4 and he's coming off an injury. Don't hate me. That's just how Brad Holmes roll. But in those 4 games, he had 4 sacks in 4 games. Matthew Judon comes to this team. You're going to have to watch out. If you go back and you watch, and here's another reason that I think that Brad could pull the trigger. Brad is not afraid to make a move. It just has to be the right one. I see that now. He's not afraid to make a move. It just has to make sense. So I think DPJ was a condolence prize. Consolation prize. There it is. I think that's what DPJ was. Plus, Marvin Jones left, so we needed somebody. Right? And if Antoine Green was as ready as we say, or y'all think he could be, we wouldn't have traded for DPJ. It was like if you see Brad at the podium, he's like, yeah, we traded for Donovan Peoples-Jones at the trade deadline. Like he looked like he was disappointed. No disrespect to DPJ, but it looked like he was missing something. So I think Brad and Dan see what I saw, what you saw. If you go back and you watch the highlights, especially if you did like I did, I watched all 20 games, I'm sorry. You could see we could not get to the quarterback. Brock Purdy was running all over the place. Oh, it was on the secondary. Nope. No. He was running everywhere. And that happens when you have to rush your linebackers. If you go back and you watch, the linebackers are rush. When Ife Melifonwu has 3 sacks in like 6 games, that is a problem. Dude is a safety. So I could see Brad doing it. I think what's going to happen is, I could see if he was on the phone now. We're going to see what we have at Tramp. That's a new name for it, training camp. That's a new name for it at Tramp. We'll see what we have at training camp. If something's lacking and there's some real movement in New England, I think we trade for Matthew Judon. I could really see Brad Holmes trading for Matthew Judon. So let me know, man. What do you think? Do you see Brad Holmes trading for Matthew Judon? Let me know in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. And I got to stop it myself. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm not very familiar with Judon, but doesn't he only rush from a stand-up position? Dern, pretty much. He is not a hand in the dirt dude, but he is a dog. Braylon says don't trust Davenport. And he hasn't been injured. Who? Describe bro from LSU. Who? Wingo? But you know what, though? Aside from a new face coming in here, I think it's going to be something to watch. Man. I really do. All right, y'all go. All right, bro. Peace, man. Yeah, we'll be off in 7 minutes. You know what? Let's do this. No, this button, I forgot. All right, hold on, y'all. So I didn't know it was recording. So we've been talking a lot about the pass rush. We just did a segment on Judon. And let's bring it to the guys that we already have. And I want to get the chat involved in this one. What are you going to be watching for a training camp? I am ready to see this battle on the defensive line. In my opinion, Brad, he did a little bit. DJ Reader, he's kind of a big deal. Marcus Davenport, 0 trust. James Houston, 0 trust. This is just me. I don't have trust in any of those guys. If was a 5th, you know what they say. If Marcus Davenport stays healthy, if James Houston can go back to 2022 form, I can't talk today. I haven't been live in so long. I want to see these battles. I want to see who rises, who falls. I want to see, is Matthew Betts, is he worthy of 18 sacks in 18 games? in the CFL, right? What can he do in the NFL? He's been in the NFL before. I want to see, can James Houston bring back that 2022 form? Was it a fluke? I want to see if Marcus Davenport can stay healthy. The problem is, Davenport, will we see him during the preseason? I don't know if we will. I have no idea if we'll see Davenport during the preseason, but we will see Betts. We should see Houston and Makai Wingo. Who is Trey Wingo? Is the ESPN dude. Lord have mercy. Makai Wingo, another guy, 6th round draft pick. He can make some noise. He's undersized, but he could be making some noise too. So you got all of these like mystery men, man, vying for some spots. Somebody gonna get cut. Somebody gonna be put on the practice squad. Somebody gonna elevate themselves. Who is it gonna be? Are the Detroit Lions going to have to go outside, or can they keep everything in-house? That is going to be, I think, the number one thing I'm looking for during the preseason and training camp. I want to see the defense. I want to see that defensive line. That is my primary concern. Terrion, he going to be okay. Carlton Davis, he going to be okay. The linebackers, we know we got there, right? I want to know what this defensive line is looking like in training camp. What is it looking like against joint practices? What is it looking like? And the bubble guys, the fringe guys, the guys that got to climb the charts, I want to know what they do. I think we are going to see a lot. Jorge says, and I'm telling you now, Wingo will be a household name barring he stays healthy. Okay, Jorge, so you have that much faith in Makai Wingo. Put in the comments below. Our 6th round pick, Makai Wingo. Now, in his defense, in his favor, our 6th round picks, the 2 we've had, have been stellar, at least early on. Malcolm Rodriguez, James Houston. Okay, so another guy, Broderick Martin. Okay, listen, I'm going to lay off the big fella. It's a new season. It's a new year. We're going to start fresh. He can't, last year's over with, right? We traded for him. It is what it is. I was upset about last year. Now we got a new year. I want to see what the big fella got. You pulling trailers? What you got on the field? That's what I want to see. I want to see how big his jump. So my primary focus during the entirety of training camp and preseason will be the defensive line. I want to see how much they improve. And then, you know, will we have to go outside, or can we keep everything in-house? Wingo is a dog. He wore 18 at LSU, and that's huge. Wingo was predicted to be a top 100 pick, to be fair. Okay, Allen. Broderick Martin was taken at 96. I'm just saying, bro. So tomato there. I'm not saying the kid can't ball. I'm saying I got to see it on the field. I will say this, though. I am the most excited I've been for preseason I think I've ever been. I'm excited. Not only how we finished last year, but the potential this year. I mean, we made more moves on the defensive line than we ever have, but were they the right moves? Were they enough moves? Or will Brad Holmes need to make another move? Okay, so I'm going to make a prediction. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Chat, you can chime in as well. Do you think that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are going to bring anybody on this team that's not on the team now? I'm going to say yes. Here's the 3 positions I could see. Safety, wide receiver, edge. I think that we could see all 3 of those positions where a new face is on our team come September 8th. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Chat, let me get your opinion as well. Man, it feels good to be back, y'all. I'm thinking I'm back. So how have you guys, let's wrap it up. We got a few minutes left. How have you guys been enjoying your summer? Have you been having a good summer? Is it going fast for you? How's the off season been? Yeah. How y'all feeling, man? Hey, bro, will you have a new Lamar jingle this season? Are you still losing Lamar Wilson? Hey, Lamar Wilson will never ever change, bro. The only thing it could do is get longer. Hold on, it will never go anywhere.
He's the funniest guy who gets the job done. Likes how-tos, random bits, so fun. Man, he's so crazy, better pick up the fun.
Lamar Wilson will never disappear, bro. Never. Because Ravens fans, that fool ain't done nothing. He ain't done nothing, bro. Probably bring in a couple after cuts. Good, but star for football. You know, listen, let me ask y'all this, and we'll get off after this. Have you ever thought about, are you sad? Like, is life sad? Because I'm looking on, like, I've never been this involved in social media. Like, the past 5 years, I'm super involved. And now I'm super involved on Twitter and all this other stuff. And I know football and sports in general, it plays a big part in bringing us together. People who don't know each other. Y'all don't know me. I don't know y'all. But here we are meeting and greeting and stuff like that, right? Hooking up at games and things like that. But sometimes I'll be like, dang, we sad, man. We are sad. We counting down days to football. Like, what is our life if football ain't in it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm thinking like, okay, Derek, do you have anything else to do? Do you have another hobby? Do you have another passion? Can you do something, bro? Does your life revolve around football? It's kind of sad though, right? Does anybody else feel like that? Or is it just me? Like, bro, we need a hobby. We need a hobby for sure. Andrew says, I don't know. We got a lot of good guys in house. Andrew, we do. We do. And you said the magic 2 words, good guys. But will they be talented enough as well? So I'm only involved when we talk about the Lions and love it. Lions fans are the best fans in the entire sport. Yeah, that's I'm ready for big time players to request a trade for the Lions. Oh, that's coming. Braylon says he watched baseball. I love baseball and football equally. But I've been looking forward to football. Suffield and Mosley can get cut at the end of Kep. We grab a third QB and Justin Simmons. Okay, so let's do this as we wrap it up. Hey, James, how many days are you going? Because I only got tickets for 2 days so far. But you know what, bro? I'm going to tell y'all a story. Oh, let me say this, bro. We got a little catching up. I go another 5 minutes because I got to catch up. I went to Cedar Point June 22nd. And when I tell you it was hot, it was hot. I was in the line, and I highly recommend, if you are a coaster fanatic or you are not terrified of attractions, the Steel Vengeance has to be the best roller coaster I've ever been on in my life. They took the mean streak and they made it meaner. It ain't as raggedy feeling, but this ride right here is real, bro. I have never. It takes a lot to kind of get me to make noise because I'm one of these guys. I put my hands up and I'm like, oh, this ride was insane. And so the guy in front of me, right? You could tell he's like one of them guys that has a fast lane pass and a season pass, and he's there every day. He's in front of me. He's got his hands up and he is laughing the entire ride. That's what he's doing. The entire ride, he's laughing just like that the whole way. And I don't know if he was laughing at me and the sounds I was making or just having a really good time. But the Steel Vengeance, oh my God, get on this ride. But when I tell you it was hot, it was hot. It was so hot, you couldn't even feel air. Like, that's how hot it was June 22nd in Sandusky, Ohio. I'm in the line for the ride, and it said 94 degrees in the line. I'm like, oh my God. So, James, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready for that sun, man. Got my copper tone, and I'm ready. I'm like, bruh, training camp ain't gonna be nothing after baking at Cedar Point. But please get on the Steel Vengeance. It is the best. I'm actually going again, and check this out. I'm going by myself. Yes, I'm going to Cedar Point by myself. Then I'm going back with my wife and my sister-in-law. I'm going by myself. I'm getting a fast pass. I'm hitting every single ride once or twice, and I'm going back home. When you get old, that's what you do. That's what you do. But I had a great time, man. But listen, no. So the dragster is back, but it's broken. It's down. It ran for like a week, and it has not reopened since. It's been closed for almost 2 months. They said that July 25th, we're going to get a kind of an update on when it's going to open. I hope it's back this year, but that's another ride I want to get on as well. So, with that being said, hey, Jorge, I hope you're right, bro. Hey, listen. So, doctor, I'll say this and we'll move on. We'll conclude this thing. I'm on this ride, and okay. So I know this ain't about the Lions, but it's been a while, right? Let's catch up. So the Steel Vengeance is so mean. All right. you have, okay, so you know how you got the lap bar that comes down on you? They have a spot for your shins, okay? So there are bars that are pressed against your shin to keep you in the seat, all right? Now, if you are afraid of heights, I'm going to tell you something now that might terrify you, but I was fine. I'm on this ride, and this thing, I don't make noise when I ride roller coasters, but this thing had me impressed. I wasn't like, I was just like, wow, this is crazy. It was just one of them things, right? My butt was off the seat 90% of the time. Like, you're talking about, it's so crazy. Your shins have to be locked in. So you know how you have the bar that goes against like your thighs, and you locked in, you pull it. They got the same type of bar on your shins. It's padded, it's cushioned to keep your shin in there, man. Crazy. But anyway, so if you're just now joining us, man, as we wrap up the show, we are back. Detroit Lions Weekly has returned. We will be back on Thursdays at 4. Spike Kool-Aid will be returning as well, probably during the training camp, but no later than preseason. Like when the games start, we'll be back. Maybe before that, 3 days a week over there. And if you are just now joining us and you live local, okay, Fanatic You, your local Fanatic You, they have 3 locations. They have Southgate, they have Garden City, which is on Ford Road, and Henry Ruff. And they've got a location downtown Detroit across from Ford Field, okay? I will be streaming at those locations. I don't know where and when just yet, but if you go and you use Lion Syndicate at checkout, you'll get 20% off your apparel and 10% off of your apparel for Lions gear or Lions apparel and 10% off your Lions merchandise today and tomorrow. All right. We'll have special deals while I'm there and stuff like that. So come out, man, have some fun, meet your boy. I'll be streaming there. I'm going to be down there. They want me to come the day before training camp. So next Friday, they want me to go. So anyway, I am going to set up and be there. So if you're local or you want to come by and say hi, say what's up, man. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I will see you next time. Yeah, I think that's it.